So the Magpies going left in the first quarter. Huge crowd in attendance here at Waverley. Big Bonkhorst and Cook, a late inclusion in the side, go at it. Burke kicks down towards half forward in the direction of Stewie Lowe. No mark taken. Everett the back. Prestigia Como. Opportunity for Lowe on a snapshot. And rush through for one behind to St.Kilda. First score of the game coming up to the Saints. Stewie Lowe like to get on the board early. Hasn't been in great form so far this year. Scotty Burns to kick in. Magpies have won their first 2 games. Saints have something to prove. Prestigia Como onto Buckley. Shawball kicks towards half forward. Robbie Armat. Boy from Darwin. Starting to make his mark now. Maybe too far out to score. Into Rocket territory. Ball fisted to the ground. Harvey, a quick kick out of defence.
Robert Harvey on the left. Oh, courage shown by Burke. Couldn't take the mark. Monkhorst gets it further afield. McDonald. Here's a chance for Curran racing into goal. Chris Curran. Goal, I think. Yes. Great start for the Magpies. Bad luck to the Saints. A courageous effort by Burke, but couldn't hang on to the mark.
Well, I thought McDonald might have overdone the handball on that occasion. I don't see why he had to go with a handball to Curran from the position that he was. All he really has done is added a possession. Now watch this.
I thought there might have been a free kick.
Just a good effort by Burke there. Great effort because he was outnumbered. Now here's the handball. Look, the guy had to really turn around and shoot for goal, whereas McDonald was running straight in. But nonetheless, they scored.
Chris Curran getting the first goal of the game. The Magpies go forward again. Prolific scorers. Crow nearly nailed. Winmar. He can set them alight. Not a great kick from Winmar. Couldn't find its mark. Collingwood have the numbers. Shawball. He's pinned. Gang tackled, you'd call it. Too high, according to Hayden Kennedy. And
goodness
me.
It was high. It was high. It definitely was high, but the thing I like, the way that the way that Lowe went at the man, he showed a lot of improvement in his attitude then, Stuart Lowe. And you got 2 guys laying the tackle. It shows that the team is certainly pumped up. Now here's the incident. Shawball with the ball. There's the high tackle.
Yes,
you can see that. There was the late embers there. But it was a great tackle nonetheless, because 2 guys running at the ball from St Kilda, and they laid a great tackle.
Andrew Shawball with the free kick. Close to centre wing. What a great kick, looking for the big monkey. Everett. That's holding the ball. Free kick St Kilda.
You don't get much opportunity, do you?
So Brett Cook, late inclusion in the side. Daniels. Ziva. Few mistakes early in the game as the pressure mounts. Buckley to half forward. Tried for Rocker. That's Anthony Rocker. Coughlin met solidly. Burke could have got a free kick in that earlier exchange. Burke's kick out of bounds on the full. As I mentioned, a few mistakes early as the pressure is on both sides. Nathan Buckley to take the free. A little bit further away from goal. Monkhorst, late Stewie Lowe. Careful. Might be another 50.
Umpire.
Now that is wrong.
He went to the right to play on.
Exactly right, but maybe he came from the back. I don't know.
Well,
and that's why the umpire
it still
interprets.
shouldn't be 50 metres, Don.
But Monkhorst, Rocker leads and has to duck back.
The only thing I could say in that case is that Lowe came from behind the mark.
He's gone for a short pass. No mark can be taken in the forward pocket. Saints defending desperately. Young, the former Hawthorn player who's made every post a winner at his new club. Shawball to Buckley. Buckley could just about kick it. Mammoth kick. Rocker outnumbered. Opportunity for the Magpies. Hand pass doesn't quite find its target. Cook, kick smothered.
This is put the player down. Very slow getting to his feet. It's Winmar.
Some terrific smothering by the Magpies.
Let's see what happened to Winmar. After Taylor's hand pass didn't find his mark, Umar goes down in that pack.
He's all right.
He's okay, yeah.
Taking on Shanahan.
Well, Shanahan's just as big. Maybe he's bigger than Rocker is, so he won't have the mismatch, or it won't be the mismatch in strength that there usually is when Rocker's playing.
Robbie Harvey kicks the ball off to Cripps. The kick comes down the half. Whatever it should mark this. Yes, he let out well. It's important for the Saints to get a good start. Good kick. Finds the former Fitzroy ruckman in Brett Cook. On to Rob Harvey. Harvey, a terrible kick from an experienced player. Straight to Brown. A short kick to the centre of the ground. The Magpies go forward again. This is Wild. Wild goes wide to McDonald. McDonald chips it in short. And here's a mark down here. Taken for the Magpies by Shane Watson, but all started by an absolutely terrible kick by Robert Harvey down the other end. That's a skill error.
Well, it just proves in today's football when the guys are so competent at passing, or their skill level is so high that you just can't afford turnovers, as Harvey did.
So Shane Watson from 45 metres has kicked the Magpies second. So Collingwood looking good early. They lead by 11 points.
Shane Watson is really starting to develop in the last couple of weeks as far as his form goes. Some of his handballs were terrific against Port Adelaide. And here he is finishing off McDonald, who hasn't missed a game since coming from Collingwood. It's just the same as Young from Hawthorn. Scott Crowe is in exactly the same boat.
Shane Watson kicking the goal for Collingwood. 2 goals to 1 behind. Monkhorst and Cook. Hand pass comes to half forward. Crowe intercepts. Back to Buckley. Ozzie Jones, if he can pick it up, he can't. Crowe beats him to it. Not a great kick. Should wobble out of bounds. It does, which is the best option that St.Kilda could have had there. It'll be thrown in at their right half-back flank. 15 minutes left in the first quarter. And the scoreboard showing a difference of 11 points in Collingwood's favour. Home game for the Saints. Terrific crowd, great atmosphere, almost a finals type crowd. Taylor up high. Patterson. Fresh air shot from Curran. Williams, for whom it was intended. Winmar. Joel Smith, short of midfield. Kicks up towards Stewie Lowe. No mistake that time. They've got the numbers. Ozzie Jones. Onto the running Winmar out wide. Back into the side today. Goes in short with a pass. Another terrible turnover. Straight to Shawbull. And both of those from experienced players. Harvey first of all, and then that one. Armat. And so Collingwood run it out of the fence once again. McDonald to Williams. And this guy loves a goal. He loves to run. He can kick long. 55 metres out. Rocker! Did he touch it? I think it's a goal. He's kicked it. Yes, Sariba.
Well, Stan Alves would be tearing his hair out, Don, with those skill errors by the Saints. Terrible.
But I think there's a basic flaw, Peter, in the way they're going into the forward line. Why would you go short? And they've done it on 2 occasions here.
Yep.
Why would you go short in that position? Why not go long and put it down the ground? They did it so well. Here's Williams. Again, they've paid for it. And they paid for the turnover earlier. I think it's just a basic flaw in their game plan.
So back we go to the centre. I don't know about the game plan. I just think if you're the coach, he's got to kick long this time.
Well, that's a bit better, isn't it?
That's better. Heatley, a beautiful lead. And if they did that the first time, Heatley can mark Don, and he can kick straight. And they've got Lowe
Why
there.
not put the onus, Peter, on the fellows further down the ground and stop trying to give the ball on a platter to them?
So, a former West Coast diva. This is good play here by Winmar.
Well, it's behind, lucky.
Now, I really think Jason Heatley could make a good full forward. He didn't have a lot of opportunities with the West Coast. He's directly in front. He needs to score a goal here. It looks good. It's a goal. So a good start for the big full forward, and that is exactly what they needed. A quick goal in reply because they made a couple of terrible kicking
Well,
errors.
let's hope that he gets his act together, because if he can get his act together, it'll take the pressure off Everett and Lowe. And here is the benefit of getting the ball out of the centre. Winmar was lucky then. He was behind his man, Lucky that the ball did carry.
So the Saints get their first on the board now after the Magpies had kicked the first 3. Jason Heatley's first for the Saints. He's got 15 in the reserves in the first 2 games, so he's an informed player. Maybe he's their answer up at full forward. Here they come again. Cripps. No, it didn't favour Collingwood. Harvey having a terrible start to the day. Now finally on to Burke. The 3 big ones combined. Winmar, Everett this time. And Stan Alves would have been happier with that. And when those big 3 fire, you can expect big things from the Saints.
Well, their midfield's as good as any in the competition. 3 of their players.
Well, the 2 of
Burke,
Collingwood's
Harvey
goals,
and Winmar.
Yeah, 2 of Collingwood's goals from bad turnovers, so they're best to forget that. Everett, 40 metres out, directly in front, kicks a goal.
Well, it's a different St Kilda side. Stuart Lowe is indicative of the attitude. He's laid 2 really heavy tackles, and the St Kilda side certainly pumped up. Harvey, this is about the 2nd time he's mishandled the ball, Harvey. He did it down back earlier. When we say they should go long, Winmar goes short and spots Everett. But normally going long is a benefit to the team.
Five points the margin. Magpies still lead, but some promising signs for the Saints as Cook wins out the middle. That's Buckley with a quick kick. Down the Rocker gets a poor bounce. It's at half forward for the Magpies. Coughlin dives on it. Oh, goodness me. Young Rocker is in a bit of strife here because the St Kilda players are racing in to remonstrate.
And who he's trying to even up with.
Oh, goodness me.
He missed anyway, Pete.
Well,
does that count for anything, Don?
Anyway, it's a 50-metre penalty. There's some good signs for the Saints. Coughlin's gone wide. He's looking out here. Oh, Cook. Oh, he's got plenty of time, though. There's Brett Cook. Kicks a high floating kick in towards full forward. Everett is the flyer. Almost a mark. Not paid. Strong tackle on Chris Sisker, and the umpire sensibly will come in and bounce.
Well, I thought he was a bit unlucky there, Everett. I thought he brought it to ground. And here's the attempt by Everett. He gets up very, very high. Eyes on the ball. And really, that's actually a good decision by the umpire.
Gavin Brown out of defence. Jason Daniels. Ahmed's after him. Daniels will get there first. He's dodging and weaving. He's an ordinary kick that usually. Now towards half forward, it finds its mark, and he finds Joel Smith. See, they've lifted here. They're pretty fired up, St Kilda. Magpies are the informed team. Joel Smith is going to bomb it in towards full forward. Everett. Yes. No. Well, the umpire's paid it. He's lucky. He did not hold it.
No, I don't know, Pete. I thought his arms were pulled away.
Well, it's a fine day. Surely you've got to hang on.
But then again, if you control the ball, as he does here, he goes up in front of Shaw. And
no mark.
I would have paid it.
That is a dead set charity.
Well, that's the beauty of football, isn't it? There's so much grey area.
I honestly think the umpire's on the blind side of the pack. Had a quick look up. He was on the blind side. Here's Everett for his second. He's gone, has he? Yes, he has.
Well, I think you're right, Pete. The umpire was on the blind side. And Everett with the gloves. He had it initially.
Well, here's the replay of the mark. Now, watch this.
Well, it's no mark.
Okay, well, there's the ball. Everett in front. There's Shaw ball. Hand being dragged. I agree with the umpire.
Paid the mark.
Yes, I paid the mark too.
Damien Moncourt is taking a break already. Cook doing well at the bounces. Magpies got the first 3. The Saints have got the last 3, and they lead by 1 point here at Waverley. Burke again out of the centre. Ozzie Jones. Cook says go, and he does. That's a mark. Can't take that one off Luke Beveridge. The much-travelled Luke Beveridge. 42 games at Melbourne, 31 at Footscray. 55 metres out from goal.
Beautiful kick.
Plenty of distance in it. He's kicked at least 60 metres.
Off one step.
Only one behind.
They've got a conglomeration of players on their back line. Then there's a big gap. from a centre-half back down to centre-half forward, and that's where they'll kick it into. We'll just see there's the high ball out.
Players set themselves. Brett Cook. Oh, Richardson did that very, very well. Russell gets it across to the racehorse Williams. Williams races it forward. The lead is by Rocker.
And that's exactly what I meant, that Williams could go through that centre area there unimpeded, because all the other forwards are further down the ground. There's a big gap across midfield when they come in. That's the second time they've cleared from the full back line, and they will capitalise once again.
So Rocker is a huge kick. He will kick from 50 metres. I don't think the distance will be any problem. One of the best kicks for goal in the league. Saverio Rocker drives a goal, no doubt about that one, right through the middle. So the big full forward has kicked his first after great play by the Magpies out of defence, and Collingwood lead by 3 points.
Yes, it was excellent play. The whole strategy here. There's the high ball out. Now Collingwood win the ball. Now if they win the ball, as they've done there now look, he goes through the centre unimpeded. There's nobody coming the opposite way. They more or less played two huddles. The opportunity presented us for Rocker. Well done.
Magpies back in front. Sam Rocker gets his first goal. He got 10 last week. 3 points the difference. Richardson wins it. The Saints have been getting it out of the centre for the last couple of bounces. Not this time, at least not as yet.
Monkhorst has gone off the ball, as we saw then Richardson on the ball, but I don't really think Monkhorst is that fit. I think there's a real question mark about his fitness.
And he'll need to be fit today under these conditions. Richardson in front. Winmar needs a good bounce, doesn't get it. Now he picks it up okay. Barnett's nearly got him. Barnett applies a tackle, ball jarred free. Zilla around Rocker, that's Anthony Rocker. Burke in front, a juggle. Looking for options. Hand pass was smothered. Harvey, time to measure the kick. Kicks towards right half forward, low, won't drop that. Quick hand pass. Aussie Jones kicks well inside 50. Everett's there. Ball drops short on 2 players. Chance for Beveridge. Ball beats him out of bounds. Or Hickley.
Definitely came off a player's boot.
Out of bounds, right forward pocket for the Saints. They trail by 3 points. Everett certainly with the height. Richardson a little bit more mobile of the pair. Zilla applies a tackle. Comes away to Curran. Kick towards centre wing. A marking contest. Duncan bring it down. Barnett might get a free kick here. He will. Started his career at Hawthorn. There's another 50. That's 3, almost in the same position.
Well, that's very undisciplined play by Peckett. And if Stan Alves, I'd get stuck into him, because they know you've got to give it back on the full. There's Stan now, and I mean, they're getting paid a lot of money to play this game, and you've got to give it back to the player on the full.
Rocker was in a similar position when he goaled. Barnett probably won't kick as long. He doesn't. Down to Rocker territory. Can't take the mark. Winmar mops up well. Harvey calls for it and gets it. Young provides a shepherd. Oh, bad turnover. Crow was there. Should have taken the mark. Now Barnett. Prestigiacomo. He'll need to kick it quickly. Curran, he can't. They're setting it up well. Shot at goal by McDonald. He kicks, but one behind by the former Hawk.
But I saw Shawball down there flying for the mark. Now he's playing at centre-half back. Gee, he's prepared to run, Shawball. In actual fact, he's running back to the back line now.
Well, Robbie Harvey's got to do something about his kicking. I mean, he's a champion player. There he is now. That's better. But 2 or 3 of his kicks have gone to the opposition. There's Troy Gray. On to Matthew Young. Towards centre wing. Good play by Buckley. Brilliant play by Buckley. On to Crow. Scott Crow to the half-forward line. The mark has been taken by Watson. Watson has got 2 loose players, and one of them was Scott Russell, who marks just inside 50. Scotty Russell. And Brett Cook coming off the ground. Now Russell drives a goal, and he has put it through the middle. Scott Russell kicks his first. And the Magpies creep a little bit further in front and now lead by 9 points.
Well, they're playing very confident football, Collingwood. Here's the setup once again. Buckley maybe should have punched the ball initially. You can't take them from behind. Now, Scott Crowe is one fellow that's played all games since going to Collingwood. He's just coming back from injury. And Watson, very good again, once again, Watson.
Scotty Russell, the 5th Collingwood player to score the goals. It's 5-1 to 3-4. Top standard game here. Richardson out of the centre with Monkhorst on the bench. Cripps paddles it further forward. Rocker gives chase. Still he gives chase. Anthony Rocker nearly got him. Harvey. Well, another fumble by Rob Harvey. Joel Smith, was he grabbed too high? Umpire lets it go. Saints can make something of this. Here he goes again up towards Stewie Lowe. Couldn't take the mark. Prestigiacomo dives on it. And the umpire will bounce it. Harry Hall there as well. So too Burke. Simon Prestigiacomo, the first draft pick by Collingwood back in the 1995 National Draft, formerly of the Northern Knights, now the Preston Knights. Big punch by Everett, straight to the opposition. Crowe, a little give, Shawble, Richardson. Richardson just up from the back pocket. Williams loves to run with the footy. Here he goes, one bounce. Will he have another one? He will. Oh, he's made a meal of it. Russell gives him support. Winmar.
That was bad luck. It's good chasing by Zella.
Russell has the free kick at centre wing. Kicked the last goal for Collingwood, Scotty Russell. Rocker and Shanahan. Shanahan with a big punch. Barnett on his favourite left foot. Kicks, it's coming around and hit the post. Had he been 1 metre further out, it would have curved back for a goal. So Barnett kicks a minor score. It's 5-2 to 3-4 with 4 minutes left.
So 10 points the margin. Justin Pickett chips it in short. He finds Young, the former Hawk.
Has done well, Peter, since going across. Maybe just an opportunity, and it's amazing the players who get an opportunity how they blossom.
We had a good year last year. This is Coughlin. Coughlin's looking for Everett. He marks the big fella.
He's got ability, hasn't he, Everett? Just doesn't apply himself all the time.
So Everett drives it wide. He's looking for Lowe, and who wouldn't? He's a very strong player. There's Barry Hall getting it further afield. Joel Smith, cleverly done on the left foot, dragged down from behind. And was he legged? Umpires played the free kick. Oh, it's got... Oh, goodness. Oh, he played holding the ball, did he? He attempted to kick the ball. Oh, goodness me. Anyway, centre wing, it's Rocker. Anthony Rocker. The umpire played holding the ball. Here's his brother, Severio. Is that a free kick? Yes. But I still can't work out the one down the other end.
Coughlin a long way from Anthony Rocker. Rocker is prepared to move around the ground. He's young, he's athletic, he's big.
And he is a monstrous kick, Severio Rocker. He will kick this from 55 metres, and the distance is not a worry with this fella. In fact, he probably kicks better from out there than in close. And the crowd are hooting. And Severio Rocker drives. He might have missed this. He's normally very accurate from out there, but he's hooked it to the left.
Beautiful,
1 goal, 1.
Beautiful kick of the footy.
3 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Here's the replay.
He tries to kick. That is not holding the ball. Don't tell me it is.
Play continues. Lappin has come on for the Saints. Pass Cripps, chance for Daniels. Overruns it. Was there a push there? Umpire says no. He let it go, and they're going to run it out. St.Kilda. Joel Smith has been fantastic. One bounce, another one. Still he goes. Wobbly old punt. Krasiska.
Oh, young Heatley.
Clear of Heatley.
Yeah, but what could he do, Peter? Because he got... Yes, but he was bouncing the ball right through midfield, and Heatley didn't know when to lead.
He should have gone back to the square, young Heatley, then.
Richardson. Looks for Williams. Can't find him. Pickett. Bouncing the ball, that's holding the ball.
Advantage
Barnett plays on, and he's kicked a goal, I think. Goal umpire says all clear. Well, that was the rule that was changed years ago because of the likes of, well, KB. used to do that. He was a master at getting away with it, but now, of course, if you bounce it, that's holding the ball.
Exactly, or throwing it away like that.
Right.
An advantage paid, and the beauty about it is that they've had 6 different goal kickers. Collingwood, Graham Wright coming on to the enthusiasm of the Collingwood supporters. I think it was Wild that went off, Jason Wild off.
Back we go, the centre. Tapped on by Aussie Jones, and he goes to get it again. Good play by the young player. Down towards half forward. Lowe comes at the back. They're dodging around. Beveridge will find Rob Harvey, and he's only 40 metres from goal directly in front. Now, I mentioned Jason Heatley before, Don. When Joel Smith was coming down from the centre wing, he kept coming out. There was no one back in the square. He should have come out and he should have ducked back. And a la Peter Hudson, he would have an easy goal given to him.
Well, we weren't allowed to bounce the ball through the centre, otherwise we'd be in trouble. But here it is. Beveridge, actually, that's meant for Nathan Burke. Wasn't meant for Robert Harvey. It was a missed kick. Great camera shot.
Great camera shot as Harvey kicks a goal. They need it. And I think he's goal. Yes. So Rob Harvey kicks his first and keeps the Saints in touch. They trail by 11 points.
Well, they did well here. There he is getting out of the centre, Austin Jones. If you get in front, usually take the advantage, but Lowe getting it down to Beveridge, and Beveridge, not the nicest kick, but still it found its mark.
Just over a minute left in the quarter. A 10-goal term. Crowd certainly getting its money's worth, and I would reckon it'll be about 55,000 now. 4-4 to 6-3 in favour of Collingwood. Everett 2, the only multiple goal kicker on the ground though, with 5 kicks. So he's had a good first quarter. Taps it down again. Crow though. Can Collingwood get one before the siren? Williams, was he tripped up or was he holding it? Crowd looks for a free kick. Everett does well.
Smart.
Gets it to Joel Smith. He kicks to half forward. That looks like that one has just come onto the ground. Winmar inside 50 and closing. He kicks and he goes, the champ.
Well, that all comes back from a smart handball from Everett. It'll be frustrating. He's got the ability, Everett. It's just a matter of consistency. There was a very, very smart handball right in the centre of the ground across to Joel Smith. There's the handball coming back. Winmar, who's playing loose across half-back, kicks his first.
What a quarter of footy.
It's a good quarter of football as far as the scoreboard goes.
And Winmar's having plenty to say in there at the centre bounce. Just under a minute left. What a good quarter. Everett beaten for it by Richardson, Harvey and Williams. And another free kick. And holding the man. It's going to Williams. And Williams drives it low. It won't be a mark. Oh, good pick up by Shane Watson. He hooks it back, but Everett's put himself in the hole at centre back. They need a big game, St Kilda, from this fella. Oh, dangerous handball, but they get away with it. Shanahan receives from Joel Smith. This is Cripps racing down the ground. He brings a good lead by Heatley. Oh, that could be 50. No.
And shows great play. Letting the ball go around centre, long into the forward line.
So Jason Heatley.
And putting the ball into space is more important. The player can run into space confidently.
Yep. A long way out from goal. Distance might be a problem. You'll have to kick it about 53 metres.
Might be the last kick of the quarter.
Now he brings it in. Lowe is there at the back. Oh, it's a mark to Everett. Everett's come across the front of the pack and has taken a ripper. And the big fella might kick 3 goals in the quarter.
Well, listen, this is his 6th mark. What a quarter of football. Look at here, he is drifting across the pack. The only big fella really flying, everybody pushing and shoving. He's the only one really to get off the ground.
So there's the siren. He can put St Kilda in front here, and he does with his 3rd goal. What a great quarter of football all round by both sides. At quarter time, and the crowd in raptures with this game, and no wonder under perfect conditions. Now the Saints lead by a point. 6-4-40 as Stan Alves and Norm Goss come under the ground. 6-4, and there's a bell. Look, Rob Harvey and Paul Williams having plenty to say. I think Harvey was dirty on that free kick. And Buckley and Winmar, there's a lot of feeling out there. And Buckley's been shoved out of the way by Gavin Brown. Umpires telling them to cool it. I think Nicky Winmar's been saying, look at the scoreboard.
1 point the difference at quarter time. What a game of footy. Finals atmosphere here at Waverley. 40 plays 39. Back in a moment. A point the difference. Ideal conditions at Waverley.
It's an interesting battle between Harvey and Williams.
Still Richardson preferred to Damien Monkhorst. Kick away by Curran. Comes to half forward. Barnett and Peckett. Daniels unloads with a hand pass. Tried to find Cook. Richardson was there. Taylor, the former Hawk, wobbles the punt kick up towards Rocker. That's Anthony Rocker. Gives it straight to Daniels. Turnovers costly earlier for the Saints. Will it be for the Magpies? Well, two St.Kilda players collided there. No talking. Anthony Rocker probably was Cripps's ball. Now Curran. Goal kicker in the first quarter. Dodgers one. That's holding it, you'd reckon. Daniels is off, but the ball will come back. And what a difference Winmar's made to the side too today. Coughlin take the free kick inside his own defensive 50-metre line. Over the head of Harvey. Lowe got a hand to it. Aussie Jones has got great pace. The ball doesn't bounce kindly for. Oh, Shawwell got one from Lowe and went down. Gavin Brown looks for options. Now Scotty Crowe. He'll give it to Shawwell. And they should get clear through Russell.
So Scott Russell drives to the half-forward line, an ordinary kick, and reading it well was Coughlin. He immediately gives it to the brilliant Winmar, and now standing first term, Troy Gray. There's free kick back behind the play, or it might have been a relayed free kick, I think, to Winmar.
Now McDonald is going with Winmar, but Winmar is not even bothering picking him up because he's such a dangerous player. He's finding the ball. He's got great talent. Maybe McDonald's just got to.
Good play by Williams. Tremendous play. Curran. Here's Ahmed. Shane Watson's on in the square. Oh, good mark. And this could be reversed here. Bad play by Alex McDonald. It's been reversed. And Tony Shaw will be livid instead of Shane Watson, who's hurt, having an easy shot for goal. The umpire reversed it, and Tony Shaw will be going right off. Robert Harvey finds Peckett, and Shane Watson still down behind the play. Justin Peckett running around centre wing. Has a bounce. The ball being transferred.
They're wanting the stretcher board out, and yet the umpires reversed the decision.
So here's Beveridge. Goes back with a hand pass. Joel Smith. Here's Everett. No mark. He's got it, the big fella. Oh, yes. He's kicked his fourth. And Shane Watson's in a bad way down behind the play. I think he was collected in the head with that late tackle.
It's a hard one, that, isn't it? I mean, you're taught as players to go in and protect or help your teammate. Now, here is Winmar.
Is that a charge, Don?
Although he kept the shoulder down, there's really...
Yeah, but he's taken the mark.
There's nothing much in it, but...
You can't do that.
You've got to remonstrate.
Two-goal turnover, Don, wasn't it? Because Collingwood should have got a goal and then St Kilda finished up.
Exactly, and that's where it's injustice. That, I think, common sense umpiring should have taken place. Collingwood should have had the kick.
Back to the centre, Cook and Richardson. Joel Smith, quick give intended for Harvey. Williams tries to get it to Wright. Wright successful with the hand pass. Taylor. Now Scotty Russell. Lovely pass into Rocker.
What a delivery. What a delivery. There is nothing you can do. And that's it's on again.
Good vision. Curran has taken the mark. Had knee surgery over summer, but performing pretty well.
And the persistence of this young fellow too, Pete. He was on the supplementary list at Richmond, went across to Collingwood on their supplementary list and has worked himself up into a senior game. That is just a terrific effort for, terrific example of perseverance.
No multiple goal kicker yet for Collingwood. He's 40 metres out directly in front. After one in the goal umpire, he may have missed. He has. So 1 goal run to him.
Well, if you really want, I reckon a guy like Rocker, who marks 40 metres within, he's the best kick in the side for goal. I reckon he should have a shot.
Well, he kicked one in the first quarter.
Well, he's a magnificent kick, Rocker. Young draws the man. Daniels, Young, the two redheads combining. Here's Rob Harvey driving it wide. That's a better kick. He finds Aussie Jones. He loves to run. This time he's got the loose man at half forward in Coughlin. Coughlin turns around, should look for the big high flyers. He does. Punched away from Heatley. Here's Stewie Lowe. Caught. In went Gavin Brown. Well played by the captain. He breaks away Brown and drives it back, but it's all St Kilda. And taking the mark is Cripps, St Kilda player down. Cripps races in the goal. Oh, that is a terrible kick. And he was lucky to sneak it. That's Stewie Lowe. And he, oh, look at the blood. Another head injury.
Let's see what happened there. Goes to ground and a boot. Brown's boot, was it, might have caught him. We don't know. It might come there.
Oh, goodness me, Scott Burns.
That was accidental. There's a lot of things happening on the ground itself, and it's unfortunate for Stuart Lowe. He'll have that bandage, and no doubt he'll be back on.
So Scott Crowe kicks the centre wing. There's a lot of feeling in this game at the moment. Here's Big Barry Hall, the ex-boxer.
Oh.
He drives it down to Everett. No mark. The big fella goes in again. Well played by Gavin Brown. Gives it off to Russell. Russell to Williams. Williams on his own, centre of the ground. He tries to draw the man. He runs around. And Williams drives it down towards the half-forward line. Rocker, Shanahan, and Taylor. Here's Big Rocker. The umpire said it crossed the line, did he?
Out of bounds, and the boundary umpire was about 150 metres behind the play.
He was way round on centre wing, the boundary.
Coming on for Collingwood is Tony Brown.
It's maybe a case for 4 boundary umpires. But half-forward line, the Magpies through Taylor, the big punch away. Harvey tries to scoop it out, but what happened was
it's an interesting matchup, Harvey and Williams, and I reckon the one deficiency that Harvey's got, he's not a defensive player. Williams is getting away a lot of the time, especially across midfield. And here's a free kick. That's Burns once again, and just a bit too high.
Harvey.
Now that should be a free kick.
Is it 50 as well, you'd reckon?
Is it 50? Yes, it is. Against Richardson, there's a lot of feeling, and players have got to settle down.
Once upon a time, that'd be nothing in football.
That's exactly right.
It'd be absolutely nothing. You just play on.
I'll tell you what, I played on Cowboy Neil and Wes Lofts. You cop more than that every time you mark. I'm not kidding. But there's Cook giving it off to Winmar. He's getting the hoots of the Collingwood supporter. He puts it up high, hoping that Everett at the back. No mark. Luke Beveridge. Round the corner goes Beveridge. His goal. Brilliant goal.
Well, that's Lukey's first. Good roving. You get underneath those big guys, they either take it or the ball comes to ground. And Beveridge running with the flight of the ball as Barnett's off and Monkhorst is on, which will mean that Richardson will probably go down forward. And here's the high ball. St Kilda long and high into the forward line looking for the big fellow. There's a contest underneath it. Well done, Lukey. Luke Beveridge is first.
$13 points the difference. Biggest lead the Saints have had. Williams. Still he goes. Kicks inside 50. Rocker outmanoeuvred beautifully by Shanahan.
Now, St Kilda can keep this pressure up. Lowe is off the ground. He'll be off the ground for 20 minutes because of the stretcher incident, and he's a vital part. But if they can keep playing like this, they will not miss him.
Daniels, Young and Gray. Gray, the former Sydney Swan. Burke. Just good use of the body there by Nathan Burke. Couldn't find his teammate though. Peckett, Everett, man of the match. He's kicked 3 already. Centering kick from the big fellow. Can't find a teammate.
Robbie Armadoff and John Barnett's come back on, so they're pulling a lot of changes. Barnett just went off the ground earlier.
Prestigiacomo. Out to Taylor. Jason Taylor, former Hawk. Early with Fitzroy. Graham Wright. Gets it back to Taylor. Not too many options there. Now Curran. Curran's kick to half forward. St Kilda with the numbers, and that's how it turns out. They've lifted, haven't they, St Kilda? Shanahan up towards centre wing. Away he goes. Burke kicks into the pocket, and Heatley couldn't complete the mark. Russell provides a shepherd for Krasiska. Prestigiacomo. Ball takes a right-hand turn. Leads Nathan Buckley over the line, right next to the interchange gates on centre wing. 13 minutes left in what has been an action-packed and will be a very long second quarter.
Well, Buckley hasn't had a huge influence at this stage. He gives Collingwood a lot of drive.
Picked up by Nathan Burke, and Burke will really stick to his task.
Well, that's good coaching by Stan Alves, because Buckley means a heck of a lot to Collingwood. There's a hand pass from Cripps. Down towards half-forward goes Aussie Jones, and Big Barry Hall's taken the mark. He gives it off to Jones. Jones on the left foot, bends it back. Everett's there again. Yes! Oh, goodness me, is he having a day out? Peter Everett. He's going for goal number 5.
Well, it's just not big enough, are they? Maybe Richardson should go down there. Now, Rocker's come off the ground. Alex McDonald back on. Richardson's playing at centre-half forward. Maybe they could leave Rocker at centre-half forward and put Richardson down there to pick up Everett.
5th goal to Peter Everett.
5 goals, 1 he's kicked. He's taken, had 9 kicks. 8 kicks, 7 marks.
And the beauty about Everett's mark was the way he chased a guy down on the half-forward flank a little bit earlier. Showed he's very, very enthusiastic. There's Hall. They're lucky to get out of this St Kilda. Jones, the high ball.
Saints certainly on a roll. They've kicked the last 6 goals of the game, and we've got 12.5 minutes left in the second quarter.
Now Richardson's gone down onto Everett, so there's a match-up as far as heights goes.
Yes, Krasiska is certainly a little bit too short. Burke kicks to half forward. Hall needs a good bounce. Could have almost been a free kick there to Collingwood. Shawball missed it. Hall doesn't. Hall outside 50. Hooks the kick, though. Might be out of bounds before Everett can get there. He can. And we see Richardson wearing him pretty closely. The ball out of bounds in St Kilda's forward pocket. Everett with 5-1.
We must remember St Kilda beat Collingwood here last year, and their stars killed them, like Harvey and Burke, etc.
19 points is the margin. Can they do it again? It'll be a monumental comeback after the drubbing they took at the hands of the Lions last week in Brisbane. Everett looks for Winmar. Can he find him? He can. Winmar out-bodied. Crowd looking for a free kick. Curran had it. Lost it. Now Brown. Oh, the ball! He's gone!
Now, because the pressure that St Kilda are exerting, there's real uncertainty when Collingwood get the ball. Now, on that occasion, they just did not know where to go because of the hot pressure. There's Brown with the ball. Look, everything's been covered. Consequently, he gets tackled. It's a good decision by the umpire, and it's a great tackle.
But he had a prior opportunity to get rid of it.
Pete, but the point was indecision has crept into the Collingwood game because of the pressure that St Kilda are now applying.
But Barry Hall, a chance to increase the Saints' lead further. It's 19 points now. Hall from 25 out directly in front. Kicks another one. They've kicked the last 7.
There might be a question mark about his fitness, Hall. But they've now got 6 goal kickers, St Kilda, and they've got Everett with 5 goals out of that 6.
Well, they've got a terrific midfield, St Kilda, and at times their skill level lets them down, but they've got the high markers up forward, and they've got Shanahan.
It's their skill level. I think it's their real application, Peter. They're getting an example set by Everett for the first time for ages. He's playing like a big man.
And they've also got Shanahan down there who can control Rocker, which is a big plus if you can control Big Sav, because he is a very good full forward. Now, it's shuffled out to Jones. It was almost a throw. Down towards half forward, a loose ball, Barry Hall. Oh, don't tell me another one coming up. He's missed it. He's kicked it behind. Gee, that would have made it difficult for Collingwood if he could have drilled that one.
26 points is the margin.
But he ran second then. Unfortunately, the bounce came his way. The pack opened and through he went, Hall.
Richardson kicks in, especially if it's hot. North were a bit worried about that. Barry Hall. That was just strength. Can he kick it better this time? Everett, the target, obviously. Just out of bounds in front of Luke Beveridge, who takes it over the line for a throw in 15 metres from the behind post. Anthony Rocker due to come back on.
Now, what St Kilda have got to realise at half-time is that Collingwood can't play any worse than what they're doing. And they will come out and be an improved side. Here's Rocker about to come back on, and you can see there St Kilda dominating the kick department.
Well, they have to pick up a bit of ground. Burns from right half back. At the back bar net. As I said, Rocker just onto the ground. Anthony Rocker. Terrible kick right into the arms of Coghlan. Coghlan in the back pocket. Oh, that kick's even worse. Could prove to be costly. That's a foot race.
That's what I meant before when I was shorting it on about St Kilda's skill errors. They make too many kicking errors round the ground in general play.
And that led Collingwood off to a good start. Even Harvey made a couple early in the first quarter. So we have a throw in with the different 26 points right on 50. The Magpies right half forward flank. Coghlan, Matt Burke, a little give, no one in particular. Williams, now Curran tries to get around Burke, succeeds. Long ping at the goals, off target I fancy. The Magpies badly need one, but it's only a minor score. 10-7 to 6-6, the difference back to 25 points.
Yes, I just get the feeling Collingwood would not want St Kilda to get the next goal and let them go 5 up. Here's the kick in from Winmar, finds Harvey. Harvey gives it off. He's looking for Cripps. Oh, Cripps trying to do too much. He's got to kick it. He chips it across the ground, finds Cook. Cook gives it to Troy Gray. Oh, he's running into trouble. Bad play by St Kilda. Why they would not kick it? And this could be holding the ball. He's made no attempt to get it out.
He hasn't. He did not have any intent whatsoever on that occasion, Cripps, to get that ball out. But should have been penalised.
Goodness me, they're running towards goal. A 60-metre kick could get it up into the half-forward area and put pressure on, and they want to fiddle around with handballs. So here's Cook. Tapping it back. Curran. Russell. Monkhorst. Rocker. Marks. Outside 50. Now Severio's one out, but here's a lead into the pocket, and it's Nathan Buckley. And Buckley marks 35 metres out, 45-degree angle, and the Magpies could do with a goal here.
It's interesting taping that he's got on his left hand there. Nathan Buckley's got it trapped around the bicep, the forearm. And here he is running forward.
Only scored 3 behind this quarter.
So Nathan Buckley, can he get the Magpies first of the term? Oh, he's kicked this right across and maybe out in the full. Oh, he's a much better kick on the run, Nathan Buckley.
I wonder if that rumour about his ankle was correct then, Peter.
Yeah, you wonder about it after that. As we see, he might have painkillers, who knows. Now, Harvey receives from Daniels, and Robbie Harvey drives up towards half forward. It's no mark. Here's Brown. Tried to get in a hand pass. Aussie Jones latches onto it. Onto the left foot. Down towards the half-forward line, or full-forward line. Heatley used his body beautifully. Check side by Heatley. Oh, don't tell me he's kicked back. What a goal. That is magnificent. What a goal to the full-forward, Jason Heatley. Oh, goodness me, I think it might be their day.
Well, I don't know. I've really got the reservations. We'll wait till after half-time, because when you're hot, things come off like this. Now, this is Heatley. You wouldn't normally do this in a game. Look, he pushes his opponent off, stands there, checks side.
Well, it's the best goal we've seen today. Jason Heatley, like St Kilda, running hot. 11-7 to 6-6, so they've kicked the last 8 goals, the Saints. Collingwood goalless in this quarter, and they look at one like Jason Heatley kicked then. Goal of the day so far. Centre bounce, infringement.
So everything going St Kilda's way. Infringement over the mark. That was Barnett running on the back end front into the square of Collingwood.
Cook goes out wide. Matthew Young. It's all one-way traffic here at the moment. Here he is again. I mentioned he kicked 15 goals in the reserves in the last 2 weeks, so he certainly deserved his chance, and he's made the most of it so far.
And he was a champion footballer in the Diamond Valley in Melbourne. As we look at replay, he was a great full forward for North Heidelberg.
Well, you have to be tough to play there.
I'll say you do.
Heatley for his third. And he's kicked it. Saints alive. His third. A long way back home for the Maggies now. they've kicked the last 9 goals, St Kilda, 12-7 to 6-6.
Well, they've certainly opened up this game, but as I've already said, and I'll keep reiterating that they've got to really watch at Collingwood, because St Kilda have got to watch because Collingwood will come out a much improved side. They just cannot play as badly as what they're doing. Great kick is third, Heatley.
Well, they know it. They certainly love playing against the Magpies, St Kilda. They always lift. They even won a game a couple of years ago at Victoria Park, which is hard to do. There's Williams being harassed. Look at them swooping in on him. Burns trying to pick it up. Scotty Burns. Look at the tackle of Harvey. The Magpies go in hard. Curran and Monkhorst. Back to Curran from Monkhorst. Down towards half forward. Jason Daniels. No mark to young Rocker. Here's Aussie Jones. Oh, they got the loose man again as Young gets it to Harvey. Harvey to half forward and Gavin Brown ducks back and takes a good mark on his chest.
Well, Rowdy was stirred up before when he got pinged for holding the footy. Joel Smith offloaded with a good hip and shoulder. Brett Cook, the former Fitzroy player, outside 50, bounces it. Richardson in trouble. Everett's there. The hand pass could have gone astray. Finally, they will run it out. They still haven't got a goal this quarter, Collingwood. Russell, a little sidestep as they try to make some ground. Alex McDonald, short of right centre wing, looks for Buckley. Been pretty quiet. This is only kick number 7.
Just looking at that elbow, the way that left elbow is strapped, I'd say he's hyperextended his elbow at some stage, and that just gives him a little bit of security. Buckley.
Taylor. Coughlin's got him. Ball jar free in the tackle. Barry Hall tries to pick it up. Francisco looks for holding the ball on him. At Collingwood centre half forward, it will be balled up. Under 5 minutes remaining in the half.
Well, we knew they'd be a committed bunch today, St Kilda, after they've been rubbished in the press. And Stan Alves, they want to win it for him also.
That game you mentioned at Victoria Park, that was the game that Nicky Winmar lifted his jumper, wasn't it? Here's Curran. Can he give them something to spark the side up? Wobbly old kick off the boot. Will it bounce through? It does, but only for one behind. So 1 goal, 3 against the name of Chris Curran. 12-7 to 6-8. And Shane Watson coming back onto the ground.
I didn't think he'd be back on his feet, Shane Watson.
That's a good effort. And probably Load might come back in the second half too. There's the kick of Troy Gray. It was punched over the line by Alex McDonald. It's about...
What makes it worse when a guy's get a cut on the forehead is that the blood mixes in with the perspiration. It makes it look a lot worse than what it actually is. I remember when we were playing, Peter, we were told to rub it all over your face and make yourself look as mad.
Different days now, Don, as we see Pickett drive it to centre wing, gained about 30 metres. Here's Gavin Francisco. Finds Williams, cleverly done. Oh, brilliant skills by Williams. Williams drives long. Burke. Oh, good mark to Rocker coming across the bun. Anthony Rocker. He should have a shot. He's a huge kick. They need a goal, the Maggies. His brother, Severio, is down there calling for it long.
Well, I just wonder how long this bloke can play at centre half forward. His beauty at the moment is that he moves around. He's enthusiastic. He's only young. But if he fills out too much, he may lose that mobility that he now possesses as a youngster.
Well, he's
certainly an acquisition at centre half forward.
Yeah, and we must remember he's only 19, so he's got a long, long way to go. Anthony Rocker from just outside 50. That is a magnificent kick. It's a goal. Anthony Rocker kicks his first, and boy, it's an understatement to say that they needed that.
Yes, that's their first goal for the quarter. They've got 7 different goal kickers. Collingwood, nobody into double figures yet. And here's Williams once again, putting it up high. And the athleticism of Rocker. It's a pity he didn't show that when he was in Sydney, but maybe he's starting to mature. And Collingwood are reaping the rewards of their recruiting coup.
Took them a long time to get their first goal for the quarter. The difference is back to 29 points. Cook and Monkhorst go hard at it. Joel Smith has had a pretty good game. Matthew Young nearly. Burns to Brown. The skipper's kick out wide. Bounce is going to be a factor. McDonald to Graham Wright. Late inclusion on the side for Patterson. Will that be in the back to Barnett? No, it won't, according to the umpire. Saints paddle it towards the boundary line. taken over in the end by Beveridge. It'll be a throw-in right beneath our commentary box.
Robert Harvey's had 13 kicks and 4 handballs.
Winmar. That was Craig O'Brien, of course, on Danny Metropolis. Krasiska bends it back beautifully. McDonald to Scotty Russell. Magpie fans say go, and he does. A real worm burner pass, picked off beautifully by Buckley. Now let's see if Buckley can kick better than he did before. We've got 26 seconds remaining in the quarter.
I wonder if that pass was actually meant. Here he is on full steam ahead. Well, yes, he really did pull it up. Yes, he did.
Buckley, a great kick usually from 48 metres. That's a better kick, Nathan. Great kick. Oh, so well done. They needed that. 2 late goals have given them some hope. It's 12-7 to 8-8. The difference back to 23 points.
And here is Krasiska across to Russell, and to McDonald, and Russell running it well through midfield. It's a real contrast in the styles. Collingwood have got the really good runners, whereas St Kilda have got the big forwards. It's a matter of who's going to get on top, the runners or the big forwards.
So there he is, Nathan Buckley's been moved out of defence. Nathan Burke's running with him. So nearly half-time. The Magpies have given themselves a chance with those 2 quick goals. Now, here's Barry Young. Big fist away as the siren sounds to end, well, a fantastic quarter by the Saints.
Can the Magpies come back? A trail by 23 points, 12-7 to 8-8 as we begin the second half at Waverley. Cook wins it. The Saints slightly ahead in the centre bounces.
You can see Chris Curran picks up Harvey at the centre bounces, number 24. I see him picking up Harvey on the right of screen.
Cripps is going with Williams.
Monkhorst wins this one. Scotty Burns fumbles. Monkhorst able to get the hand pass away. Armat. Wild fumbles. Fellow redhead Young comes after him. He's still Wild. Joel Smith flicks it out. Burns kicks across his body. Wobbles it up towards half forward. Awkward one for Gray. Did well. Did he get a push in the back from Watson? Umpire says no. Sav Rocker has a ping at the goals. And he has put it through for one behind. So the first score of the second half coming up to the big Sav. He's kicked 1 goal, 2 today.
There's interesting players that play on different players, how they got the wood. And Shanahan, over the years, has had the wood on. Sav Rocker kicked 10 goals last week. He's only kicked the 1 goal, 1 today.
Cook makes a lead. Peckett does the kicking in. Gets the call from the umpire to do it quickly, which he does. He gets it onto Daniels, and he kicks to Winmar, one of the stars of the first half.
And still getting the hoots of the Magpie supporters. An ordinary kick. Oh, Shanahan went without it. Now, how will the umpire deliberate on that one? He's allowing that shove out of the way on McDonald. No holding the man, he said.
Well, you would have really penalised Shanahan in that situation.
No, well, he's trying to get at the ball. But, well, some umpires may have seen it differently. So there's Brett Cook taking on Monkhorst again. Joel Smith at the back, gives it to Winmar. Winmar drives it to the centre of the ground. Doesn't quite get the Zilla, but he did well. Here's Everett. Oh, he's dropped a sitter that time. Richardson, it could be costly. Gives it to Russell. Russell drives it in towards half-forward line. Good mark to Shane Watson. It could be costly, that drop mark. Shane Watson chips it in to big Sav Rocker. He gets away from Shanahan. And at this level of football, you can't afford errors that St Kilda made down the other end.
Well, really, I suppose you'd be critical of Everett not taking that mark.
He's been a great player.
And there he is, Watson. He went off the ground after running into the shoulder of Nicky Winmar. He's all right. He got a cut above or cut up on his forehead.
So a big kick coming up here. Big Sav Rocker for his second. And it'll be a good start for the turbo. Oh, he's going to hit the post. He is normally a dynamite kick, Rocker. And he has missed from 30 metres. And, gee, that is costly.
18 shots to 19, but the Saints still with a handy lead. Justin Peckett to again kick in.
St Kilda playing the huddle at centre half back. There's a good shot. They break.
Cook makes a lead. So too does Joel Smith. He goes in short and finds Gray.
And Collingwood playing what they call the zone.
Troy Gray, former Sydney player. Monkhorst late on the scene. Oh, Daniels over Buckley. Winmar grubs it towards centre wing. It's out of bounds, where we'll see a throw in. 17 minutes left in the third quarter. So Lowe, who left the ground on a stretcher with Monkhorst, who's also had a stint on the bench, but not through injury. Classic Winmar, and still he goes. Winmar's kick towards half forward. A marking contest down there. Zilla back to Beveridge. Oh, Heatley across his body. It bounces just wide.
Well, there was great shepherding there by Winmar on Brown to allow Heatley to get his kick away. It was terrific shepherding, unselfish play by Winmar, and created a space in which Heatley could go and get the ball and then turn and snap.
And a brilliant interception by Winmar up the other end. There's Alex McDonald marking at half-back. Winmar is an outstanding player. Unfortunately, I think he might be fronting the tribunal early in the week.
19 possessions for Winmar, 15 and 4.
Well, he always turns it on against the Magpies. The kick from McDonald finds Curran. He's at half-back. First few minutes of this third quarter are vitally important to see if one side can gain the ascendancy. Curran, the centre wing. Nathan Burke, very disciplined. Rob Harvey. Oh, he's got terrific balance, Harvey. Now he sets it up to Joel Smith, who can run clear and drive it long. Heatley. No, it's Everett. Mark Richardson. He's got a taller player down there on him now. Will make a big difference. Good coaching by Tony Shaw. He brings it across the ground to Burns. Burns to Jason Wild, the boy from Colin Gully. Chipped it in, an ordinary kick to the centre of the ground. Russell has it smothered, that hand pass. Beveridge went in hard. Quick hand pass comes out to Joel Smith. Smith on the left foot. Drives it down to Waverley. Oh, chipping in to take the mark is Heatley into an open goal. He puts it through the big full forward for number 4.
Well, a bit of courage there for Heatley, because he's running with a flight of the ball, and Richardson had the drop. Richardson could have kept on going, and Heatley backed himself in and created. Here it is. Pickett over the ball. Beveridge in there. Ball in no man's land, really. Finally comes out. And that's Joel Smith breaking away. And there's Heatley running with the flight of it. Opens up the space and made it look easy.
4 goals, 2 to Jason Heatley. He's kicked 15 goals from the reserves in 2 games this year, so he deserved his chance, Pete.
And I worked with his father, and his father, Neil, will be absolutely rapt. He's finally getting a chance in league football. He didn't really get a consistent go with Sumich there at the West Coast Eagles, Pete.
A former Diamond Valley star making his name today for the Saints. Monkhorst and Cook. Won by the Magpies. They need. Oh, Williams' hand pass went astray. Intended for Burns. Now he picks it up at the second attempt. Intended for McDonald. A few skill errors from Collingwood. Daniels. Burns again takes it from Shawble. He's got an attack of the fumbles. Now he picks it up okay. Buckley couldn't mark it. Wide. McDonald on the end of it. He'll keep going. No, he won't. Yes, he will. Was he off?
Now, the interesting part of this game, McDonald was picking up Winmar. Looks like maybe Burns is with Winmar. McDonald was picking up Winmar in the second quarter. Now it looks like Burns is going around now. Had Winmar been marking McDonald, you would say that
could have been off.
That's what I thought initially.
I think he looked up and thought he was going to be collared, and then decided to con the umpire. Then Pete
played in 2 night premierships with the Hawks. Kick number 7. Maggies badly need a goal here. 28 points is the margin. McDonald from 45 metres has kicked the goal to keep the minutes. Well, amazingly, Collingwood's 9 goals kicked by 9 different players now, Don.
And McDonald has finally got his chance at Collingwood. And there he is, Scott Burns setting it up. Now he's on Winmar. Maybe he could have set a free kick there to Nathan Burke. But Alex McDonald finishes off well. Played at full forward in the reserves at Hawthorn. Number 1 draft pick for Hawthorn a number of years ago. Has now got his chance.
22 points the Saints lead. The Magpies, they always fight back. Always work very, very hard. Oh, it could have been a free kick. That was silly play by Cook. And that's what they don't need at the centre bounce, the Saints. Here's Burns. He drives it up high. They're hoping one of the Rockers can take a mark. Oh, Anthony went a mile early.
And hurt himself.
Here's Young. Oh, he's hurt. He's down. He might have winded himself. Winmar to Daniels. Back it comes to Winmar. Winmar to the centre of the ground to Joel Smith. Now, he might be run down here. He better kick it. Oh, he's cleverly. Very clever. Comes inside. He's got Beveridge. Oh, poor bounce. Beveridge getting around on the right foot. Chips it in. Everett will have to kick it. Should handball. He does. Back it comes to Big Everett. And also Beveridge. Beveridge drives a goal and puts it out in the full. And boy, Joel Smith should have stayed on his right foot when you're running towards goal. He's up, Anthony Rocker.
He is up. He's all right. And here's the big leap from Rocker from behind. He's going to pull one of these down one day. Takes a lot of courage to get up that high because you really can't control your fall. And actually, incidentally, McDonald is going with Winmar, so you can say that was bad marking by Winmar to let McDonald get away earlier.
Graham Wright looks for the big monkey. Couldn't complete the mark. Gavin Brown gives him assistance, but it's out of bounds, 70 metres from St Kilda's goal. Saints leading in the third quarter.
It's an interesting haircut that Moncourt's just got. He's got a number one except for the front, the fringe in front and a little bit at the back.
Interesting haircuts this year, but I'd keep my mouth shut if I were you, Don. Harvey. Cook. Good hand pass. Joel Smith in everything. Wild a little bit late. Krasiska steps into the space, has to play on. Which way will it bounce? Russell in front. Oh,
goodness me. Oh, gee.
What's wrong with that? He just put his arm up to protect himself.
Oh, well. I mean, he's lucky to get it.
I'd like to see this on replay. He's got to put his arm up to protect himself.
I'll tell you what, he's lucky to have got it.
So the Magpies, can they turn it around? McDonald, intended for Buckley. The two Nathans do battle. Burke and Buckley. Williams underneath it. Tall timber of the Saints, a little bit too much. It's out of bounds. Nathan Burke right on the boundary line.
I don't know if I like this.
Left in the quarter.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's going to be a number of players fronting the tribunal. You're not dobbing anyone in, but I reckon there's going to be a record number out of this game.
Well, there have been a number of incidents, and video surveillance will be interesting, I must admit.
The game is over officiated now. You've got 7 umpires out there that are able to report, and then you've got to use a camera. Surely
well,
7 eyes.
That's why, Don, you've got
7 pairs of eyes to be able to pick up what's happening.
That's why you've got to play the ball and be a fair player in modern-day football, and something wrong with that. There's Rocker and Shanahan, and that's been a terrific battle. Shanahan loves to play close and hard and tight. Big sap. There's Rob Harvey getting it out to Young. They've got the running player going in Zilla. Zilla has got support from Jason Daniels. Daniels, an ordinary kick, as we often come to see from him. Straight them Burns, and their kicking skill level is very ordinary, St Kilda. Wild brings it into the half-forward line. It's over the back as they go in hard after. Well played by Nathan Buckley. Smothered off the boot. Down towards half-forward Williams. Brilliantly done to McDonald. He played for a free kick. Shanahan, no free kick, says the umpire. Watson to Rocker. Severio Rocker has it smothered. Cripps gets it to Gray. Onto the brilliant Winmar. Still getting the hoots of the crowd. Winmar drives it out the centre wing. And he finds Joel Smith, who has to do more with his kicks. Again, well, it was good play by Krasiska, but Smith kicked it to the wrong side as he brought it down. Here's Russell in towards half-forward. Curran, here come the Magpies. The chip pass, and it finds the man in Shane Watson. Good play by the Magpies, and Watson will kick them directly in front.
Well, last shot at goal, Shane Watson didn't eventuate it. That makes sense. He was KO'd virtually. A big turnover at the other end.
A good kick by Alex McDonald. Beautiful pass. Shane Watson kicking for his second, but from directly in front. And Shane Watson has goal.
First Collingwood player to kick more than 2 goals today.
Isn't it good to see him back on the ground, Shane Watson? He went off in the second quarter, and there is Grisiski getting away from him for setting it up. And McDonald, who is Winmar's man, gets onto this. Curran, McDonald here, it is setting it up.
Stewie Lowe off the ground again. Stewie Lowe being dragged by Stan Alves. The difference is back to 16 points. Harvey gives the Saints something again. He'll kick towards half forward. Knocked away by Brown from Young. Young gives chase. Vital ball this one. Scooped up to Brown eventually. That was from McDonald. Williams on his own. The speedster. And Winmar gives chase. Still they go. Williams from Winmar. And it's a bomb. It might be a goal. What a kick. It's there. Collingwood back in it. 10 points the difference at Waverley.
He's done it too often today, Paul Williams, running through midfield without an opponent. Really, they've got a man up St Kilda, and where the St Kilda are going to really fall is across midfield. You got this fellow here, Williams, and also Russell, that get the ball across midfield and cut you to bits with speed. And that's a fair effort from Williams, because Winmar is no slouch when it comes to the speed stakes. A beautiful long bomb.
The Magpies are coming back hard. They're down by 10 points. They are a gutsy combination. There's Aussie Jones, couldn't get his boot to it. Shuffled out by Jason Wild. Taken by Daniels. Straight to Williams, who's had a lot of space, as Don said today. Curran down to Scott Crow. Can't control it. Tapped out by Rocker. On to Crow. Crow trying to get back. He slips over. I wonder if he's got those moulded soles on. Here's Barnett. Barnett kicks it off the ground. Shane Watson has kicked two. Scott Crow bends it back, not far enough. In fact, he's out on the fall.
Well, Jason Cripps has got the job on Paul Williams. Now, Cripps took Paul Voss apart last week from Brisbane and really did obliterate the Brownlow medalist, last year's dual Brownlow medalist. Probably BOG for St Kilda, but really he's had his colours lower today.
They've sneaked themselves back into this match, Collingwood. It's been unspectacular, but very, very effective. That's a mark to Monkhorst. The big monkey overcooked. Williams calls for it, but he's going to go longer. Rocker. Yes! A big Sam has marked in front. Well, they look just about dead and buried in the middle stages of the second quarter, Collingwood. But they've stuck to their task. They must have been given a decent tongue lashing by Tony Shaw at half-time. And just too tall, too big for Jamie Shanahan. Now Sam Rocker has kicked 1 goal, 3. He's kicked 3 behinds in succession. Stewie Lowe about to come back on after being dragged. Rocker, usually a good long kick. And he's kicked his second. Here come the Pies. Well, what a game. 13-8 to 12-10. The difference is less than a kick, back to 4 points. Look at Rocker spoken to there by the umpire, and his brother has a few words.
Well, he's got a big mouth, his brother. He certainly doesn't mind using it. And as Stav Rocker took that mark, Anthony Rocker went over and gave Jamie Shanahan an earful.
Well, it's crunch time for the Saints. They were well on top. The Magpies showing a lot of heart coming back. They're only down by 4 points. Rob Harvey couldn't get away with it. Williams. Here's Zilla. Zilla tries to go wide. He finds Harvey. What they need now, the Saints, is a quick goal to stem the tide, because the Magpies have got on top. Harvey brings it out to Troy Gray, who can't mark. He goes in hard. Oh, he's got Brown to beat. Brown to Williams. That was great play. On to Barnett. The Magpies will be in front of them over the way they're going. Here's Burns. Back it comes to Burns. Burns, the chip pass. Anthony Rocker is marked.
Lowe is on, and Cook has gone off, and Lowe going down to the forward line.
Well, if Rocker kicks this, they'll be in front, Collingwood.
Yes, and there's Rocker presenting himself. As I mentioned, just prior to half-time, very, very mobile, playing it very well, the centre-half forward position. Very difficult position in which to play.
So Anthony Rocker is a huge kick, just like his brother. He is just inside 50. A kick that put Collingwood in front. Who would have believed that at half-time? Oh, he's hooked this. He's missed it. So they've missed a few easy ones, Magpies. 83 to 86. St Kilda lead by 3 points. Aussie Jones to bring it back in. Can St Kilda now turn the tide? They were so good in that second term.
Tony Brown's come on for St Kilda.
So Jones to half back. No mark to Rocker. Off and running. This is Coughlin, his opponent. Now he's got to kick it now. Oh, he's gone for a hand pass inside to Tony Brown. Now it's a free kick behind the play.
It's against Barry Hall. He laid a heavy shepherd. All he did was charge Monkhorst, and it's a good decision by the umpire.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I was Stan Alves, I would be ropeable. They're running towards goal and an undisciplined act by that. Here's Matthew Young, and some of these players today have shown a hell of a lot of, well, a lot of lack of discipline.
Well, Everett was brilliant early. Gives it back to Young. Young through midfield, comes at Russell, gets around him. He kicks towards right half forward. Might be another turnover. It is Curran to Graham Wright. Wright's kick up towards midfield. Was it a mark? The umpire says no. Cripps and Barnett, the latter off the ground. Or Barnett went through pretty solidly.
I would have played that to Matthew Young. He brought the ball to the ground. It was just he was tackled and caused the ball to spill out of his arms.
Difference is 3 points, 6 minutes to go in the term. And remember, St Kilda led by 37 points at the 26-minute mark into the second quarter before Collingwood got 2 late goals. Barnett off his favourite left foot. Could have been almost a holding decision there on Watson. Ball kicked clear. Watson gives chase with Nathan Burke. He's got it. Now he needs to do something with it. Buckley. Burke's got him. Russell takes the hand pass across his body. Cripps, well, hits it into the behind post.
Well, is that deliberate? He tried to belt it through for a behind.
He did.
It'd be a tough umpire to pay it.
They tear the house down. St Kilda Social Club members just in front of us. They would be most upset. So Rocker, Everett, plenty of tall St Kilda timber down there. Everett a brilliant first half. He's kicked 5 goals, 1, and kicks it back towards centre wing. Hall, great mark.
Well, that's better. He had to make up for that indiscretion before that cost him maybe a goal. Here's Joel Smith. He's got to use the ball a lot better. On to Robbie Harvey. Coming through the middle. Harvey chips it in towards Heatley. Can't mark. Krasiska's got him. How will the umpire see that? Play on. Kicked off the ground. Oh, no. Bounce. Hit the post. And it'll be a throw-in. Right, that was Beveridge booting it off the ground. And that would have been an absolute ripper if he could have put that one through.
Right back in this match. It's a real contest now. Gray went without it. Everett farms it out. Jason Wild's quick kick. Just bounces right on the 50-metre line. Peckett can't control it. Good tackle by Shawbull. Lappin. Back to Barry Hall. Barges his way through. Kicks it goal. Kicks out of bounds on the full. Free kick, Collingwood in the left back pocket.
He impresses me, Barry Hall, with a little bit more fitness and a little more maturity. I think he'd be a very good player.
Williams
certainly got an aggressive streak to his nature.
To Richardson, who's done a pretty good job on Everett since he's been moved down there. Monkhorst, Scotty Burns at midfield, gets the hoots of the St Kilda supporters, kicks towards Sav Rocker, and Rocker's taken the mark, and for him, Pete, that's within kicking distance.
No doubt. They run it very well through midfield once again. See that Burns was, there was nobody coming the other way. There was no one chasing him up. Consequently, you could deliver the ball, and look what's happened. He's followed
Burns kicks, and Burns kicks truly. Collingwood are back in front, would you believe?
And this style that Collingwood have got of leaving the midfield open to let those midfield runners run through is a very good tactical ploy. They're doing it very, very well, and Burns ran on unattended. It'll be interesting to see who is actually running with Burns.
Back we go to the middle. The Magpies in front now by 2 points with just over 3 minutes left in this vital third term. Everett tried to tap it down. It's handball over to Daniels, who drives it long. There's no one there for the Saints. And going back to take the mark is Scott Crow. They've got to have more happening around half forward, St Kilda. That's where they're falling down as Scott Crow drives it to the centre of the ground where Everett waits underneath it and marks. He's got to move it quickly. Lappin has gone back, but he allows Crow to chip in. That is very poor forward play. He allowed him to run across in front of him and just take an easy mark. Here's Shawble. Their forward line falling out. The Magpie defence on top now. That's a good mark by Tony Brown. Brown chips it across to the centre. And he finds Cripps. Cripps further afield. That's Justin Peckett. They need a mark. It's thumped the ground. Who's got it? Robbie Harvey. Too slow. Gets his boot to it. Far too slow to get rid of it, Harvey. The Magpies through Russell. On to Krasiska. This is Mark Richardson. Up in the air. It's an up and under kick. Buckley and Burke. A brilliant mark taken by Buckley. He's off and running and he drives it with a 60-metre kick to the half-forward line. Anthony Rocker has it punched away. Taken by Peckett, who gives it to Daniels. And now it's back to Coghlan, who's flattened as he kicked it.
Might be downfield. Nothing for it, though. It was pretty late, that tackle on Coghlan. It's a Collingwood kick. Richardson, as I said, he's done a good job since he was moved on to Everett. Scotty Crow from Hall. Rocker nearly. Hall again. Caught. Holding the ball, says the crowd.
The umpire agrees. Petey's paid it to McDonald.
Too far out the score. Not much on offer. Saint is manned up pretty quickly. Collingwood leading by 2 points, and you wouldn't have thought that at half-time. They trailed 12-7 to 8-8. But like St Kilda in the second quarter, they've come right at their opponents. Crow.
St Kilda just take too many wrong options, and I hate to harp on it. Their field kicking is shocking.
Two former Hawthorn players combining. We're inside the last minute of the third quarter. A goal here just on three-quarter time would be a real bonus for the Magpies.
Incidentally, Crow hasn't missed a game with Collingwood, having transferred after coming from Hawthorn.
Real Magpie fighting spirit here today. From 55 metres, he's kicked, and he's kicked it behind, I think. 1 point only to Scotty Crow, his first score of the day. So the difference to 3 points, 13-12 to 13-9. Justin Peckett's going to kick in. On to Berg, who's having a good duel with Buckley at the moment. Stewie Lowe takes, for him, a rare mark. Only 2 marks today. Hasn't had his best of afternoons. There's the siren for three-quarter time. Ripper mark by Barry Hall right on the bell. And the Magpies will go to the three-quarter time huddle, leading by 3 points after they looked down and out at the main change. It's 13-12 to 13-9. Nearly 55,000 here this afternoon. Collingwood back in front, leading by 3 points as we begin the last quarter. Knocked away by Cook. Scotty Burns has got it. Involved in an altercation earlier with Stewie Lowe. Knocked away by Cripps. Good tackle, but no, Peckett missed it on Crow. Chance for the Maggies to kick first goal. It's there.
And it's that man, Paul Williams.
His third. 3 great running goals today by Paul Williams. 2 at the other end were 65-metre bombs. That one wasn't quite that far. Burns got it to him. And that was just the goal that Tony Shaw ordered.
Now, Williams was in the centre square for that bounce down. You can see what he's done. He's backed himself in, backed his teammates in, run down to the half-forward line and finished off very, very well. Well done to Scott Burns to get it out of the centre for Collingwood.
So it will take a lot of character now by the Saints, because the Magpies are on a roll. There's Brett Cook taking on Damien Monkhorst at this centre bounce. Monkhorst gets first hand to it. Nathan Burke, they need his courage in at those centre bounces. Low, they need him to take marks if they're to win this game. Scott Russell drives at the centre wing. A one-on-one contest. Oh, well smothered. Oh, but he slipped over there. Is it Tony Brown? No, it isn't. It's Joel Smith. Chipped across the ground is by Alex McDonald, and the mark has been taken here by John Barnett. Barnett drives it to half forward, and coming over the back was Rocker to tap it on. That's Anthony Rocker. Quick hand pass back to the centre of the ground. Harvey goes in after it, grabbed by Buckley. He kicks to the open space. They race in after it, over the back. It's taken away by Young. Young to Aussie Jones. To Tony Brown. The young players combining there will probably try and get back onto his left foot here. Yes, he will. He swings around and drives it into half forward. They need a mark, and they've got it here. Rob Harvey chips in. He gives it off to Barry Hall. An open goal looms, and Hall has kicked it.
Well, that's his second goal, Barry Hall. And St Kilda won't be denied, and that's great to see. And Harvey's really got to lift his work rate, because they're getting slaughtered across midfield. St Kilda, they really haven't got any runners. They do it well from half back, but they're not doing it across midfield at all.
Too easy here for Harvey. A little give from Barry Hall. Pretty easy goal in the end. 18.5 minutes left in this match. 3 points is the difference that Collingwood lead by. Burke at the bottom of the pack. And it will be a ball up. Nicky Winmar, 16 kicks today. Scotty Burns, 13 for the Magpies. And Nathan Buckley, also 13. The leading kick getters in the game. There's a whistle there. It's going to be a free kick to Monkhorst.
Goodness me.
The big monkey kicks to the big Sav. Saints with the numbers. Jones off the ground, barely the required distance. Daniels. Burke, after Williams slipped over, gives it back to Matthew Young. Chips it up short to Cripps.
It's a good play by Burke to go backwards. You can always go backwards and then go forward.
Winmar to Young.
Done well today, Young.
Straight down the spine of the ground. Everett with Richardson, who's worn him pretty closely. Joel Smith. Francisca in front. Beveridge tries to trap it inside the line. It's too close. Hickley.
That is exactly what I've been saying all day, Pete, about that was a shocking kick by Joel. Look at Heatley berating Joel Smith. It should have been kicked to the square. He's hooked it to the pocket and given the Collingwood defenders a chance.
Which they took advantage of. 3 points is the margin. Everett, Richardson. Richardson gets around Harvey. Done a good job on the big Everett, who was a man powerhouse in the second quarter. Crow. Still he goes. 2 bounces. Will he have another one? He will. 50 and closing. Daniels collides with him.
Well, that's a professional free kick. You had to do that because they were away. And at least you stop play now. He's really put the pressure on because you'll have to let that ball go. Here's the free kick.
He's got to go off, Don. Oh, gee, that was a bit high.
John Barnett with the ball now. This is going to be a problem as far as distance goes for Barnett.
It's a left footer. Right on 50. Former Hawthorn and North Melbourne player. He's hooked it and hit the behind post. So that's out of bounds on the full. It'll be a free kick to St Kilda, and it will be taken by Coughlin. Coughlin in the left back pocket. 16.5 minutes left. 3 points the difference in favour of Collingwood.
And Coughlin and Anthony Rocker have had a running battle all day. There's Harvey, can't get his boot to it. Well done by Daniels to Winmar the Burke. He's got to kick it. He does get his kick. Centre wing, Stewie Lowe. He cannot take a grab. Here's Burns. Out wide. Russell. Oh, that is very clever. Oh, another head-eye tackle. Oh, goodness me. I think they've forgotten where the waist is, some of these players. Here's Jason Wild. Down towards full forward. Rocker and Shanahan. Well played by Shanahan. Kicked away. Oh, dropped by Rocker. It's a goal. Brilliant play, Anthony Rocker.
Could have given a hand pass away there. Oh, he might be...
that's nothing in that. Goodness me, Hayden Kennedy. This is a free kick to Collingwood.
Yes, it's going to Collingwood before the ball's even bounced. It's against Nicky Winmar, and what players are doing nowadays is mouthing off.
Well, I mentioned, Don, lack of discipline by players. It's shocking.
Burns got a free kick at the centre square because of an infringement by Winmar. So a little bit more undisciplined play by the Saints. Pickett to Aussie Jones. He's got a panic to move in Jones. Another bounce, 3 bounces. Winmar says go. Pickett long son. Everett, nice lead to mark in front of Richardson.
He's got to move it quickly, that's good.
Is it a mark? Umpire says no. Joel Smith. Daniels caught. Prasiska was young.
Pressure is still there.
Prasiska. That's out of bounds.
Well, I thought was that Daniels or Young there at half forward? He had every opportunity to give his teammate a hand pass.
This is how that free kick came about. Winmar having a few words to say.
Really, there was nothing in that either.
Don.
There was nothing in it, Peter.
Okay, if I was Scott Crow, but if I was the coach, it is the most undisciplined. Well, both sides today been some of the tackling been shocking. As we see Brown give it to McDonald. Down towards half on the Magpies through Buckley. He's got a soda here as he races into goal, Nathan Buckley.
And he's kicked it.
And he's goal. Well done, Buckley. And the Magpies, their supporters are wrapped. They've moved on to 16-12. St Kilda remain on 14-9.
Well, it's again across midfield, and there's those runners of Collingwood. There they are once again. Look, McDonald now, he was going with Winmar. He's set up once again. A lot of the St Kilda players are offensive, they're not defensive. And Buckley finishes off in the good work on the boundary throw-in.
Armat off and Crow back on. The difference is out to 15 points. Monkhorst and Cook. Burns from mid-air, hacks it to half forward. Justin Pickett, the back pocket player. And kick to the half-back line. The Saints with the numbers. Nathan Burke slips over at the crucial moment. Williams takes it across the line for a throw-in. Another throw-in, this time in the forward pocket.
Well, the momentum with the Magpies, they look far fresher than the Saints. Here's Big Monkey. He's given it away to Russell, or he couldn't get away. Aussie Jones is going to back himself in. They need a couple of quick goals, the Saints. Jones trying to draw the man. He does. He gives it to the tough little Nathan Burke. Burke drives it around centre wing, but McDonald there with Winmar, and McDonald takes the mark. Alice McDonald has had a good second half. Brings it across the ground. Hall trying to get Buckley. Buckley staging. There was nothing in that. And the umpire agreeing as Buckley is trying to con a 50-metre penalty. Now Buckley will drive at 65 metres as he normally does. Down towards the high flyers. Rocker couldn't take it. Oh, Conklin went without it. Here's Burke mopping up. Brings it to centre wing. Richardson underneath it. Winmar grabs him. Must have been touched off the boot.
It was.
Grabbed by Watson. Up in the air towards Rocker. He can't grab it. Now a chance for the brilliant Williams. Williams bends it back. It comes. Oh, that deserved a goal. Bad luck to poor Williams. A terrific effort. He's kicked 3.
Was a great effort, Peter. He's kicked 3, as you mentioned, and coming off the bench, Troy Gray. They just haven't got the leg speed, St Kilda.
There's been 3 quality goals too, those goals from Williams. 2 of them have been 65 metres at least at the other end. And the one he kicked at the start of the last quarter here was almost in the same class. Shanahan couldn't take it. Aussie Jones. Rocker won't catch him. Saints desperately need a goal here if they can manage to scrounge one. Beveridge thought about giving it back. Heatley, who's been good, a snapshot. That's going pretty close. But it's through for only 1 behind. 4 goals for to Jason Heatley. Pretty good debut. The difference to 15 points, 14-10 to 16-13. Tony Shaw looks on.
And brother Ray there sitting in front of him.
Both good talkers.
And both great players for the Magpies.
Richardson to bring the ball back into play. Monkhorst done a pretty good job. Probably not 100% fit at the moment. St Kilda with the numbers. Scotty Russell looks for a free kick. Lowe tries to grab it in. Still he goes, Russell. Did well to get a kick in out of that congestion. Will it reach the boundary line? It won't. A real foot race. Zilla tries to square the ball, and does. It came off in the end. Joel Smith kicks to Heatley. It's Everett. Well, he kicked 5 goals in the first quarter, the first half. And it's Heatley making the lead, but since Richardson went down there, he's done a very good job on Peter Everett, who's got 5 goals, 1.
Moncourse going off for Collingwood, and coming on is Jason Taylor.
Everett shot at goal, looks pretty good. It's there. Oh, what a great kick. The Saints are back in it.
That's his 6th goal for the big fella. He's been quiet in the second half. He was electrifying in the first. And here it is. It was a good shepherd there by Gray, Zilla, and then there it is, Joel Brown showing his class on the left foot. Hits Everett. And it's a beautiful kick from Everett from over 50 metres, about 52 metres. He has got some class.
Damien Moncourse on the bench. He's been replaced by Jason Taylor. The Saints, well, can they come back?
Still
They're only 9 points down. There's plenty of time. There's 11 minutes. Oh, Anthony Rocker, a 40-metre punch. Nathan Burke, oh, he went without it. Here's Scott Crowe from 50 metres. He drives a goal and a point. And so the Saints supporters would breathe a sigh of relief. They're only 2 kicks out of it. And that's nothing in modern-day football. It's Justin Peckett.
That's a good kick by Peckett.
Good kick, a beautiful kick. Daniels breaks away and drives it out to the wing. They've got 2 players there. Stewie Lowe's mark. Gee, they need him to take a few of them in this last 10.5 minutes. Lowe, oh, it's an up and under kick. Joel Smith underneath it. And he's got it on the left foot. Let's see. They need Everett here to take a mark. Oh, he's pushed out of it. Here's the brilliant Winmar. He's got it. Oh, it's another one. They're 4 points down. Oh, gee, they're showing a lot of heart, these Saints, as Collingwood did in the 3rd term. And now, look at that, a 6 points, 4 points, actually.
Well, that was started off from fullback from that kick in. Lax marking by Collingwood. And St Kilda brought it around the outer side. Not one Collingwood player touched the ball as Winmar swoops on it. Ducks. He's put through his 2nd. It's great play by the Collingwood kick-in, from the St Kilda kick-in.
What a game of footy. The Saints alive again. 54,699, and it's a finals-type game here. Buckley tried to get it to Williams. Taylor's got it. It's going to be a free kick to St Kilda. And away they go again. Cripps gets onto his bike quickly. Gray in front. Joel, a kick by Heatley. And the mark is there. Joel Smith can put St Kilda back in front.
He's certainly come into it in the last quarter. In the last couple of minutes, he set up Everett. He was involved a little minute ago when Winmar kicked his goal, and now he's finished off with a mark. Joel Smith
hasn't scored a goal today, but what a beauty this would be.
He's been a good player, but as I said earlier, some of his kicking to the forward line's been a bit ordinary. Maybe he could be the hero, Pete.
He can be here. Directly in front, shouldn't miss. He hasn't missed. It's a goal. St Kilda in front.
Well, who would have picked this? The way Collingwood play with their midfielders running. They certainly looked a good side. St Kilda were just not there as far as leap speed is concerned. But this little man there certainly lifted in the last couple of minutes. He's been instrumental in the last 3 goals that St Kilda have got. He's kicked one himself. He's set up at 2 others. And there he is. Good mark.
The Shaw brothers look on. 2 points the difference. The Saints in front in a brilliant exhibition. Nathan Burke into the middle's made a big difference. There he is again. Burke gets it towards half forward. Here's Joel down Troy Gray, I should would say Heatley can't take the mark. I nearly said Joel Gray, it's Troy Gray. Here's Harvey. Harvey races in. Robert Harvey gets in a hand pass. Here he is again, kicking a goal. Joel Smith. Oh, he's kicked another one.
He's second.
Well, he's been involved in 4 goals, Joel Smith, in this last quarter. Each time they've gone forward, he's been involved. And who would have thought St Kilda would come back? Nearly a mark. Heatley hurt himself. Barry Hall gets it out with strength. There's Harvey running forward. Joel Smith really wasn't interested. He's pretty casual.
That's the way he plays, Don.
2 quick goals to Joel Smith. Can Collingwood come back again? The Saints really with their tails up now. We're just past the halfway mark of the quarter and the difference is 8 points. Moncourse back onto the ground pretty quickly by Tony Shaw. Williams up towards the Rockers. Not this time. Shanahan. The Saints have really found another leg now. But quick hand pass. Up to the half back line and Harvey.
Shocking hand pass
back
by
to
Harvey.
Burke. Oh, he's caught. Burns has got him. Able to get the hand pass away once again to Robert Harvey. Harvey's kick up towards the centre wing position and it's out of bounds. They'll all take a breather as Wright takes it and gives it to the umpire. The 2 Shaws there, they'd be unsure of how they're going to finish this match now.
And the coaching move of Nathan Burke to the centre of the ground's made an enormous difference in this game.
Ineffectual tap out there. Wright tries to snare it. Burns.
A throw.
It's going to be a free kick.
I think he's made the throw.
Oh, really?
A bit of a scoop up, I think, Don.
So Daniels.
Or he should kick it long.
Here's the replay.
Gee, that was with a fist.
Bit stiff.
Those things can change a game. Heatley's taken the mark. He's got 4 goals, 4 against his name.
Well, he's pretty confident. He's gone back. He's turned his back on the goal, so he's confident of kicking the distance.
He is a good kick. Very good kick for goal, Donny.
Well, he's already kicked 4.
Well, who would have believed this?
Been a pendulum type day. First one side, then the other. 15 goals on the reserves in the first 2 matches. He's got 4-4 today from 8 shots. He's hooked that one. Behind maybe, or is it out of bounds? So he's missed everything.
It was a long kick nonetheless. At least they've kept it down in their forward end.
He should have at least put it to the goal square.
Richardson.
Still a lot of time left.
Plenty of time for Collingwood if they're good enough. We saw a thriller last night at the SCG. The Swannies managed to hang on. Almost a free to Krasiska.
That's what you need from a big fella right now. He hasn't been seen today.
No, where they need him to fire. Back to Winmar, who's certainly fired up his teammates and some Collingwood players. The Saints can get a goal here. Collingwood, oh, Burns nearly caught
should have put his body behind the ball.
Krasiska, can they mount something here? Buckley through the middle. 2 bounces, another one. He could kick from there, squares it. It's okay. The mark has been taken by Rocker. The younger Rocker kicks into the man on the mark. And away goes St Kilda. What a mistake. Winmar to Burke. Short of the centre square. Gray gets into position for the mark. 118 to 110. The Saints by 8 points. Peckett's got it.
They've got to go goal. They're mucking around with it. They're not going forward.
They've got a loose man here at centre forward. Oh, he dropped the mark. Was Ozzy Jones? Is he getting a free kick? He is.
Well, he ducked his head, or the sun got on his eyes.
Well,
should have taken that.
It's Ozzy Jones. He's 60 metres out from goal. If they can create a loose man into the hole here at St Alves.
Well, they've got Big Everett in the square, Peter. He can go long and high.
Oh, he's going short. The lead is on. Oh, he leaves it short of Everett. Oh, they go in hard here at 20 metres out from the St Kilda goal. We have just under 7 minutes left in this game. Collingwood 2 kicks away from winning this match. But there's Stan Alves. And what a worried man he would be. Who'd want to be a coach?
Well, in this situation, a coach can't do much. You're really relying on the players' endeavour.
Big Everett taps it. There's no one there. For St Kilda, that is. The quick kick out of defence is marked by Ozzy Jones. Oh, look, they got the loose man going here. It'll be a mark. It's been taken by Zillow, who's not a long kick. He will have to kick about 47 metres on a 45-degree angle.
Well, Lowe's gone down there, Peter, too, with Everett, so they've got the big guns down there, but Monkhorst and Richardson are there for Collingwood too.
Stephen Ziller, a boy from South Australia. He could be a hero if he could drill this. As he kicks a goal, it's starting to swing back. Touched on the line, one behind. So Collingwood still 2 kicks out of it. And Stephen Ziller, 9 points the margin. St Kilda lead with just under 6 minutes of play left.
Collingwood have been very good in this situation, but it's turned over.
Burns. Collingwood need 2 goals. Are they tiring? The Saints seem to have found an extra leg in the last quarter. Crow applies a tackle, looks for a free kick.
Well, what Cripps was doing was going when he didn't even have the ball, putting one arm out. You put your body behind it, 2 hands, son.
He should have grabbed it.
Gee, you can't play ticky-touch with stuff now.
Everett taps down. Magpies are going to get out of it. Only momentarily, perhaps.
Well done, Burke. He meant that.
To Beveridge. A couple of little backward steps. Scotty Russell. Long hand pass. McDonald. Now right from Curran. Up towards midfield. Buckley. Anthony Rocker. Watson measures it inside 50. It's a long kick. It's coming back, but not enough, and one behind only.
Gee, Young should have gone up there. Young's dropped back onto the full back line, hoping that he's going to back up, and there was his man Watson going up the ground. They should have had men running up the ground.
8 points the difference. 4 minutes to go. Matthew Young. Young's kick up to Lowe in front of Monkhorst. Stewie Lowe nearly caught with the footy. Gives away the hand pass.
Oh, take it over, Luke.
Harvey's paddle further forward now. Burns. All St Kilda. Matthew Young again. Strong in defence. Aussie Jones. Just outside his own defensive 50-metre line. Kicks it to half forward. Marking contest there, but really in the end it was no contest. Heatley, can he kick his 5th? He's kicked 4-4. Goes it goal. Long bomb, it's there. The Saints are home.
Boy, 3 kicks behind now, Collingwood. They've got to kick 3 straight to get back into this game. He's very lucky to take the mark, Headley. Here it is, the long bomb. I thought he might have been fringed by pushing out. He's taken the mark. He's got up. Lack of concentration by Collingwood. And then on the run from 50 metres. Excellent.
What a magnificent debut by Heatley. Couple of games with the West Coast Eagles, but he starred today up forward. He and Peter Everett have really given St Kilda 2 tall targets up forward, with Stewie Lowe now in the ruck against Monkhorst. A brave move just to give them some jumping power there. Right back into the side today. Crow nearly caught with the football. A hurried hand pass, and the Saints are running tall at the moment. Peckett keen to take it over the line, which he does successfully for a throw in right on 50 on the outer side.
This game's not over, Peter. There's 3 minutes, and a lot can happen in 3 minutes.
It can.
Monkhorst is going off, and Taylor coming on for Collingwood.
Stewie Lowe will do battle with his opposite number 23, the younger Rocker.
I'd be running low in the ruck a lot. He's out of form up forward, but he's got big, he's strong, and he can get around the ground a bit. It's a good position to see him in the ruck.
Well, Collingwood have got to get 3 goals. Williams couldn't get a handle on the football. Burke tackled by Williams. Brown
didn't have it.
Can't take it. Is that out of bounds? No, it's not. The umpire says go. Harvey does. Harvey chips it up short. Everett has taken the mark. The star of the first half. Long hand pass again. Gray, the former Sydney Swan, nearly caught.
Good tackle.
Burns has got him. The umpire has pinged him for holding the ball.
Gray's only got 1 foot. He always turns to the left. He could have gone right.
2.5 minutes remaining. Clock ticks down. Low in front. Those big hands couldn't quite grasp it. Cripps at the back of him gives him support. Collingwood trying to work the ball forward. That's as far as it's going. Burke goes to the boundary line, and that's successful in finding Harvey. Let's see if they can waste it around a bit now. Low hugs the boundary line with the kick. Bounce is going to be a factor. Heatley couldn't quite mark it. He's kicked 5. It's not the area that Collingwood wants to see the ball in. It's over the boundary line in front of Heatley and Russell. And we'll see another throw in. And St Kilda's answered the challenge yet again. So if Stan Alves wanted them to run tall and stand tall, they've done it. Aussie Jones kicks to a contest up in front of goal. Trainer goes down in the background there. Burns again gets his kick in. Up towards centre wing. Bouncing ball. Which way will it go? Saints with the numbers. Daniels held. Could have been a free kick. Watson's come out with a football. Watson long. Up in the Buckley territory. Buckley has taken the mark. But I think time's going to beat Collingwood. Centering kick from Buckley. Rocker slips and then marks. He's within kicking distance. He wants to get it going quickly.
He's a beautiful kick for goal, Peter.
He'll need to be.
He wastes time here. It's good. He's not wasting time. He realises.
Rocker in front. Kicks. What's he done with it? Have to wait on the goal umpire. It's there.
Well, the clock stops now as the umpires signal. They've got 35 seconds.
Well, they need 2 goals in 36 seconds or thereabouts, and that is not an impossibility, but you couldn't really see it happening.
Well, there should have been a free kick there, but Watson gets away. Buckley spots Rocker. It's been all right, Buckley, since going forward. And Rocker not wasting time. It was great play by the big fellow. Straight out of the centre, they've got to go, Collingwood.
So a bounce again at the centre. Last throw of the dice for Collingwood. 125 to 117. Stewie Lowe draws back, has a big punch.
There it
Russell,
is.
but the clock ticks down. Still he goes, Russell. Outside 50. They've got to take a mark. They can't. Rocker gives it to Barnett on his left foot. Here's a left foot kick. The mark is there, or is it a behind? I think it's a behind. Kick by John Barnett. They needed a goal there, and they might have had a chance.
Now St Kilda have got to waste time. They go wide. It's good play by Peckett.
They can share it around now. Daniels will do just that. Siren due to go onto his fellow redhead Matthew Young. Young kicks up towards centre wing. Low in front has taken the mark.
Now he can waste time.
He's dragged down. Might be 50 metres, will it? Against Richardson, no. But it will be a St Kilda win, and what a comeback after the drubbing last week. There it is. Saints alive. 19-11, 125, and they've defeated Collingwood 17-16, 118, a thriller at Waverley Park.